Stream thinking. It's learning how to trust what is in your present. Now, to get there requires a lot of practice. I take one sheet of paper every single day. I give myself 10 minutes, not 11, not 9, 10 minutes. Write about whatever is moving through your moment of right now with absolutely no judgment. See, stream thinking will sharpen your skills as a listener, as a communicator, and as an activator. It's learning how to trust what is right now. This is stream thinking. Today we're reading from February 25th, 2023. You know those moments we all have when you feel like your face is being ripped off? Springtime in the Carolinas means, oh my God, I'm going to have bad problems with allergies. While nature is celebrating its rebirth, the human is headed back inside. When we think we've got Mother Nature under control is when the universe taps us on the shoulder and says, yo, guess what? Yeah, you're not going to like what I've got for you. I would personally love to see the research on what's happening in the atmosphere in Ukraine and how it's changing the rest of this planet. Research shows the climate is physically damaged, causing significant carbon dioxide and other greenhouse emissions. So what does that have to do with the weather, right? Oh, it's doing a lot in the UK, sending heating costs up 70%. Ukraine once had some of the richest soil on the planet. That's all changed, as will feeding the nations that relied on this region of the world. Why would I have any reason to complain about my allergies when something like this in Ukraine is constantly unfolding? The things we complain about, are they really worth the energy that we spend? The things we would like to change, where do we get the energy to go in that direction? Everything that we do in every breath and step we take creates a moment of, I need some energy. We complain because we compare to. We judge because, well, it's just the opposite side of where we would like to be. But the things that we complain about and the things that we would like to change, are they important to the rest of the community? Or is it just us? We get into those moments at the essential job or even inside our family where it just doesn't fit or feel right. And we feel that making a moment of complaint is greater than a moment of peace. When in reality, if you were to take the steps of peace, you would locate better answers. And you would also find yourself in a place of less conflict and more personal growth. But how do you get there? How do you set aside what you think is right and others think is wrong and make it work as we unite? How do you stand strong in a moment where you know that you've got something and others do not see it? Do you write it out? Do you ask yourself questions and then question the answers? Do you put in a place your thoughts so that you can physically see what it is that is moving through you so that you have something to stand on when you stand up? I write everything. I have to. I've got to be able to work it out before I put it out. And when I put it out, it's that judgment that I have got to embrace myself for, because not everybody will agree with what you see. It's not their job to. But we expect others to do that. And that's why relationships continue to fall apart. Because if you don't see the way that I see, then there's no reason to be, which is wrong. Write it out. Find your peace. So what does any of this mean? Having allergies on a spring day in Carolina versus the weather and the conditions in Ukraine. Write it out. Don't just assume that you know what's happening in the soils that feed the world. Do in your heart a moment of truth and trust. There is an answer, but it's not going to come to you through a thought. It has to be something that is physically right there in front of you so that your eyes can communicate with your head, your brain, then your heart, then the rest of your body will fall. Bring to your moment of right now the things that you want to complain about. Put it on paper. Get it out of your body. Become clearer with your insight. I'm Arrow, and that's Stream Thinking.